Hello and welcome to the Third Eye Trio. This is Mona Me. I am here to deliver your message for today. Now, the message that I keep getting this download of you can't win. And at this point, I'm not necessarily sure who this message is for, but I got a good feeling of who it is for. So I'm going to pull some cards and see if I can determine who this is for. But it's one of those that will not let me be. So someone's going to have to stand their grounds. That's where the cards separated, and they separated, and it's a Nine of Pentacles. Someone who is independently wealthy, but a Nine of Pentacles and standing your grounds. I think that is the energy. I'm going to start out with an oracle from the Yin Yang deck. What is the energy for today? Yin Yang deck. What is the energy for today? What message, clear message that you want us to deliver today? Deception, temptation, a breakthrough, and isolating thoughts. Okay. This is not good. Yeah, this is not good. This is what? Okay. Decisions. Okay, so this is what, and this is what I did. I was feeling a sense of you can't win. You can't win, you can't break even, and you can't get out of the game. That was the song from The Wiz with Michael Jackson, and I kept getting that message. But whom I was, the person in which I was thinking of was Marty Mar. So this is a message from Marty Mar. And so there's some temptations on some deceptive activity that he's involved in, or he wants to be involved in, and these are controlling his thoughts. Now he's thinking that these thoughts or these deceptive acts are an epiphany for him, a sense of breakthrough, but it's regarding commitments, career, and contracts. So until death tears us apart. And I'm thinking that's his angle with his ex. He's going after her money. He feels that if he can continue to tear her down And I don't think he can touch her financial position. He can't touch that. He can't touch it, but he thinks that he can tear her down where she would come back and reunite with him. Will put her in a position to reunite with him. That's laughable. That is hysterical. Ha ha, funny, not so much. But she is getting some downloads, messages in her dreams that this is what he is doing. She's going to have to make some decisions. She's going to have to make some decisions to, some tough decisions. And this is going to be probably to cut him off completely. You know, this court situation, and I am getting court situations, third party, she is actually getting an epiphany through her dreams of how to end this. But he still has dreams of their reunion, or them reuniting, because he think he has a soul tie with her. And you can have that connection. There can still be a soul tie, but one can always break. You're not always on equal footing or on equal timing when you have that connection. But she is breaking all ties, and that's really what she's gonna need to decide, to break all ties. I don't know if I am, she's got to practice self-love here. And I think that's what she's trying to do, because she has to, and the way she does that is by always remembering that there's going to always be an external party, a third party in the situation. Now, I don't think that there is any love lost there for her, but there's definitely love lost for him. I know a lot of people don't think that he loves her. I think he loves her in the way that he knows love. And it's not a healthy love. It's not a logical love, but in the way that he knows how to love, even if his way of loving is controlling or narcissistic. But his type of love is having control, and that's the way he's learned it. That's the way he's been programmed. It's not that it's right, it's not that it's proper, but that's the way he loves. And I think it doesn't look like love to a lot of us, and even to her, it's not love. Thank goodness, because she wouldn't be able to practice the self-love in creation, allowing herself to be attached to that type of love. So that almost got away from me. So, and good, she has some foresight with this Three of Wands, and she really wants to move forward away from him and continue to have this success and freedom. And she's just really kind of waiting on her ship to come in, which it has come in for her, but not so much for him. But she is his ship. It's not coming back. But what he's going to have to do is the same thing that she did in the beginning of the downfall or the tower for them, for their marriage. He's going to have to do some soul searching if he knows how to do that. And he has to go into hermit mode and separate himself from those people or those parties who are feeding him, those external parties that are feeding him this foolishness that he'll have a chance with her. He won't, but they're telling him that he will. You know, on some level, they want him to have a relationship with her so they can use her too. But she is, she's actually forming a solid foundation, a solid structure. She doesn't need these parties anymore. She doesn't need any of it, you know? And so him thinking that he could get anything, these third parties are not here to help him. They're here to help themselves. They're here to help themselves. So a relationship with them together is beneficial for them. They're not here for him. They have not good intentions. We're just gonna leave him out in the cold. He's having some hardships, a lot of hardships. He has this feeling of being left out in the cold from her ship coming in, from her success. He's feeling left out in the cold, which is rightfully so. But he wants to take a part of that. That's why he's acting out. He may even be experiencing poverty. Maybe not poverty the way that a traditional form of poverty. There's several levels of poverty. If you come from millions, when you become a thousandaire, as a friend of mine call it, if you go from being a billionaire to a thousandaire, you're gonna feel like that's poverty. And I'm not saying that he even have thousands. He's feeling definitely, he's feeling financial hardship in the sense that he cannot afford the lifestyle that he's accustomed to. Now, does that mean he's penniless? Not necessarily, but what that means, he's he feels broke. And it's very hard for him to see her succeed the way she's succeeding, and he cannot partake in it. So in his reflection here, he's going to have to figure out how to become grounded and successful in himself, and not even look for security in her wealth. That's no longer available. That's the only way he is going to come out of the cold, if he find a way to build it himself. He has to build his own foundation, whatever that looks like for him. He's finally seeing what who brought what to the table. And he keeps, you know, I got up to get that card and I found myself tripping, falling backwards, and that's what he's doing. He keeps tripping himself up. He keeps falling backwards, falling on himself, falling on his own deception, his lies, and these isolated thoughts, you know, because he wants to build himself on her success, and that is no longer available to him. He cannot build his wealth on her success. And that's what he's got to see, because you can't win. I mean, that's why he's taking her to court, because he wants to. He's going after the money, and basically he's feeling like if he can't have her money, he will wear it out in court. Now, whether he has any intentions of paying the courts back, I'm not sure. And I don't think so. But what he's looking for, and he's doing it with this is really bad, and it's all against the Empress. Okay, look at here. In his mind, he really thinks that that this is what she should be offering him, the king of the Ace of Cups, because he thinks there's a love commitment there. He thinks that she's still there's a potential for a new beginning, or commitment with her, if he can break her down financially, because he's using it. He's fighting. He thinks he's fighting for their commitment, but he's doing it with deception. Once again, there's deception again. So he can't win. You can't win. You can't break even, and you can't get out of the game. That's kind of what he's telling her. But because he's saying that you are committed on a higher level, on traditional institution, on marriage, and remember our marriage vows, but he's doing it with deception. He's fighting with her to reconsider the marriage, And that's not going to happen. She is the Empress. She has everything that the marriage could have or would have offered. So he has nothing to offer her at this point. Not even collaboration. And that's the truth. You know, there was a time there was a time where her feelings, her love, her love for maybe the idea of love, the idea of marriage, reign over her sense of intelligence, in the sense that this is toxic. But she is in this Queen of Swords now, so it's none of that. Those days are over. Sir, your lies aren't working now. Your lies are not working now. So right now, the Empress is in a Queen of Swords energy. Her thoughts dominates her feelings. She's perceptive. She has clean insight. She's fair, but she's going to make the right decisions for her and for her children, for her family. But she's going to, she's winning. She doesn't need any parts of any of this that he's bringing. He does not have any bargaining chips for her. He can no longer use his deceptive ways to put her in this Eight of Swords where she's feeling trapped. He doesn't have that power over her anymore. He doesn't have any power over her anymore. She does not feel trapped. She won't feel trapped because she is balanced and resourceful, and she is in this Queen of Swords energy. So it doesn't even work. It won't work. You can't use her children against her. You can't use her value or her thoughts of value in marriage, her thoughts of value in I got your back, you got my back. Those were the things that he used against her to keep her in, that he used to keep her in this Eight of Swords energy and have her thinking that she was in a Nine of Cups. So he was fulfilled, but she was not. She was not, because he kept her thinking that everything about, she has some values, and he held her to those values. Whenever he did something wrong, he would use her values for marriage and family against her. But that doesn't work for her anymore, because she has it all. She has it all, and she doesn't need none of it from you. No collaborations, no collabs. No, she does not care to, she doesn't want to will and deal with you. It's not even important anymore, because everything about you is deceptive. You cause chaos, you lie, you cheat, you steal. Everything that you held her accountable for, you're doing it. You keep doing it, and you kept doing it. So you're doing it. See, this Five of Pentacles, you know what? She's locking the door. She's locked the door on you. She doesn't care. You know, there was a time that you were able to use her children. There was a time that you were able to use her love against her. There was a time that you were able to use her sense of value of marriage. You held her to laws that you were not willing to partake in. And now she has risen above that, and it no longer works for her. It no longer works against her. She has successfully overcome or learned her lessons, and now she's receiving her blessings. So you can't win with her on that same trickery, that same tomfoolery. You just can't win anymore. She herself is more precious than rubies. I don't even have to shuffle those. Well, it kept coming. It came back twice. She herself, I'll take that for her. She herself is more precious than rubies. So what do you got? What do you have to offer? Nada. So that's going to conclude my reading. That was a quick reading. I needed to get it out of my system, but it was you can't win. I needed to get it out of my energy. You can't win. And if this resonates with you, leave a message down in the comments. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video with other people if it resonates with you. If you find that this resonates with someone that you know, send it to them. I would appreciate that. Help build the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing. I always like to give an angel message. This is a whisper. So I'm going to give one to him as well as one to her for guidance. For guidance. And remember, tarot knows no gender. So if you found yourself in the female energy, place yourself where you see fit. If you found yourself in the masculine energy, place yourself where you see fit, but do not force yourself into this reading. If it doesn't resonate, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. But I'm sure that this message is for someone, because it has been riding me. And I had a really long day today, and I did not feel up to doing a message, but I did have to do one because of the angel whisper is life is filled with phases, and I think you got this just recently. The whisper is telling you to prepare for the unexpected and allow change to pass through with a sense of peace. Financial and creative changes are upon you. I think she got this message before. This is telling you this. You have to build your own. You have to build your own. You will not benefit from building from hers. That ship has sailed. Her ship is coming in, and she is preparing. So this is really for both of you. She is preparing for her ship to come in. Financial and creative changes are upon you. So if you keep trying to build from her success, you're gonna stay stagnant, and you're gonna continue to fall. You're gonna continue to spiral downward. It won't work. It won't work. But for her, she's preparing herself for her big ship, yacht, to come in, because she is receiving, even though what she is receiving is a lot, what's to come, it's so much more grand in comparison. So you're saying, and I think it said, until debt do us apart, tear us apart. This is what you're banking on. It's not going to work. It's going to, this deception, that means you're not learning your lessons. If you, you know, karma is a lesson or a blessing. If you learn your lessons, if you learn from your mistakes, you're going to stay in that same cycle if you fail to learn your lesson. If you keep thinking, if you find yourself saying, why does this keep happening to me? Why me? That's because you haven't learned your lesson. If you keep encountering the same lesson, or the opportunity for this to learn the same lesson, then you haven't learned it yet. That Hermit, you're going to have to go into hermit mode and do some self-reflection. You got to look at yourself. You got to look within and find out what you are doing wrong. You can't blame everything on everybody externally. And that was that third party. You're looking externally always for the answer to your problems, but you have to look internally. You have to look internally for your answers to your problems. And look externally. You're looking externally. You're looking for a third party for a solution to your problem, but you got to look internally. You got to look here. This is a major arcana. Don't miss this. Don't miss it. You got to look within. Do some soul searching, self-reflection, and find out what is the problem. You have to rely on yourself, and that may be new for you, because do not look externally for it. Nobody is at fault for whatever you are experiencing. They don't help it. They don't help your problems, especially when they tell you what you want to hear. But let me tell you this too. A lot of times what you may not see is people, those external people that are kind of yes man. They are yes men, meaning they say yes to everything that you're asking them to say yes to. They do that because they want to keep you in this chaos. They want you to be left out in the cold. They're not necessarily for you. They may be agents of chaos too. But I could tell you now, this Empress, she's not buying it. She is not buying it. And she's in this Queen of Swords energy. And you see here, she's got that hand. Like, you know, and I'm not, let me tell you, she has one hand up and the sword in the other hand. I don't think she's listening. She's ready to protect. You got to be clear about what you want from her, because she has this hand. Now, I've studied I've studied multiple styles of martial arts, and I could tell you this: she has that sword in one hand, and she has that hand position in another. Now, be careful. Sometimes that means, come on in, I'm willing to listen to what you're saying, but sometimes that hand is just a guide, so she can make sure that she can, it's a guide for her to position, to protect and aim. So you better be careful. You need to step to her correctly. I'm going to end this with that message of preparation. You got to prepare for what's coming. So this is your affirmation, and your angel whisper number is 143. My dreams and desires are coming to fruition, bringing change that I welcome with an open arm and mind. Now for her, hers are coming in, but if your thoughts are still on her reuniting with you, whether from you is love or no, that is not going to happen. You still got to do the work. You need to lay low and reflect. You still got to do the work on you. You're not good for anybody right now. You're not good for, and I'm not saying that you're not worth anything. I'm saying, because see, that was that reunion. That's what I'm saying that you were hoping for, because you may be soul ties, but soul ties don't have to be together. She's moved on in this lifetime. Soul ties do not have to be together in every lifetime. You were, but you screwed it up. You screwed it up. And I'm going to tell you, I don't know if I could tell you this, but there was this situation where this lady was helping this man. And I tell you, when people learn new languages, they learn the bad words first. So she was helping him, and for whatever reason, now she was, I have to say, she was excellent at what she did. That was not a problem there, but that was not her area of expertise, I'll put it that way. And she was helping him, and he thought she didn't know what she was doing, because when she came to get me, when she came to get me to help her, you know, I talked him through it, and I talked her through what we were doing. So we were able to do it together. And but he was a difficult case, I'll put it that way. But we were able to get it done together. So after that, he did not want her assistance anymore. And it was funny because he barely spoke English, but the way he said it was, and I hope YouTube doesn't get mad, but I'm going to say it the way he said it. He said, "You, Fatah, I don't want you no more. Because you, Fatah, I want her. I want experience. You, Fatah." So, that's what she's telling you. You had all of the opportunity. You had all of her love, all of her devotion, all of her loyalty. But you, Fatah, she don't want you no more. So let this woman go. Let her go. Allow her to be happy. If you love someone, you let them go. Now, she loved you, she let you go. And just because you want to come back, doesn't mean that she wants you back. Because you fucked up. She don't want you no more because she practiced, and where is it? She has learned, I know it was here. She has learned how to practice self-love. She has learned to set intentions for herself. She doesn't want you anymore. Leave her alone. And what's this, Michael, I keep hearing the song, Leave Me Alone. I don't want to sing it because I think I'm still stopped up. I don't know what these allergies are in the air, but they're just driving me crazy. But anyway, that's going to conclude this message. I am not going to continue, but leave me alone. Maybe that's what I'll entitle this, or maybe I'll no, I'm not going to entitle it, You Fatah, I don't want you no more. Okay, that's all I have for today. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If you like these types of messages, please leave a comment in below. Please leave a comment in below if you find that this message resonates with the people that I am identifying in the description. Please and thank you. Hit the notification button to know when the next video will be uploaded, or when my videos are uploaded. Thank you. I also want to just take a moment to thank you for your support, and I am going to do memberships, and I think the lowest start at $2.99 or $3.99. And what I will do in my membership, one of the membership perks that I'm going to offer is I'll start my readings, the readings, 3-card readings in the lives and membership. If you send me a message, for the first 3 or 4 lives, I'll just do 3-card messages for whoever shows up. And now I won't stay on there forever. I'll just leave it. I'll leave the message, leave it up for 30 minutes to an hour, and who shows up, as long as it's up, I'll do the 3-card messages, or 3-card yes or no messages. And yeah, we'll do that. So I think it's available now. I'm not for sure, but if you see it on the video, just go ahead and, excuse me, go ahead and sign up for membership. And if you do sign up for membership, we'll start that at the end of this month. And I did say that I was going to do a reading for Kim Porter. I've been trying to do that. That is very difficult for me. I wanted to do it for this month. It's very difficult because she does have children and she does have family, and I don't want to bring hurt and harm to her children or her family, so I have to be very careful about doing that reading. But I have to tell you that she is not letting me rest. I will make every attempt to do that video, and hopefully she comes through. Maybe I'll end this one and start on it, because when I say that she is with me, in my head I feel like her. So that may not make sense for you, but it makes very good sense for me. So I'm going to end this video. Like I said, thank you for your support. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.